not the goth chick. Yeah, we're all sitting here waiting for part 2 of Wednesday. Yep. It's like, there's a reason why they do that stuff. The reason being is they know you're going to watch the hell out of the first part because you're going to want to be refreshed a bit and you're going to go back and watch it again and again and again. That way they get more views on the first part rather than somebody just doing one big binge watch and then hopefully coming back later. See, there's a method to their madness on these particular channels. Yeah, sorry I didn't get a chance to pop in on you yesterday because, like I said, it was just, I go in, they tell me, yep, you're using your CPAP machine. Yeah, you should get more sleep. You seem to be doing okay. And go home. That was it. Hang on. Well, I said in the thing yesterday I wasn't going to be here yesterday because it wasn't a major league important, doctor visit. It's something that could have been done over the phone. Yet I have to go take a day off for these things because they always plan them, early in the morning because they go, well, we could do an afternoon appointment. I go, yeah, but by the time, once again, I'll still be at work at the times you're available. So everything's fine. It's just I had a doctor's appointment yesterday. I was meaning to pop on real quick, and I just played too much Fallout 76 and lost track of time. I'm not going to lie to you. So, yeah, we still have nothing going on, and they're trying to claim that war between the land and the sea will be so epically different. I saw something from the Radio Times, and I'm like, okay, but you've already pretty much ruined Unit with the main show. Unit has become a laugh fest. Ugh. So that's why I'm kind of, I'm still a little iffy on war between the land and the sea. And also, you're introducing a whole other species, apparently, because, God forbid, you have to use one of the original series ones, and, they can't emote and their thing. That's why we have brand new Silurians, and now we got some species that are obviously not sea devils. Well, RTD, like I said, he's running around telling everybody, he doesn't know anything that's going on and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, you're the freaking showrunner right now. You should know all this shit. You should be at least, he's saying what he can, which is, apparently negotiations are going on. But I'm like, yeah, and if you'd done it right the first time, you'd have automatically gotten a renewal. It's not like the whole last couple series were bad, but like I said, the finales were, when I go back and rewatch the finales, I can't believe I rated Empire of Death so highly, because I was like, I went back and watched it again, and then reality finally hit me. I'm like, they took Sutek for walkies. And I thought Dump of the Doctor was bad when you had Zygons transforming from everything can transform now, from horses to bunny rabbits to, oh yeah, we don't need the body print machine anymore because I want to do this ludicrous, stupid scene at the end where nobody remembers they're human or Zygon. Sorry, but the first time anyone had to go take a piss, they're going to know whether they're a human or Zygon, okay? Anyone need their cheeks? Oh, God, some of the shit they come up with on these things now, it's hilarious. What Raha Jackson did to... What did I miss here? Who did what to who? Joe Martin was lovely. You're gonna love meeting her. She's very kind. I've never met Maureen O'Brien, but I heard she's pretty nice. So like I said, but I'm hoping Eccleston, enjoys this Saturday this time around. He'll come back for 3 days next time for Chicago TARDIS. It's just Saturdays, we're mainly focused on getting whatever else we have left done and getting out the door by around noon or so. Because, we've got a 4+ hour journey to go home from that point. Plus, with the time zone change and all that, it really makes it a voyage. Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen the clip. Okay, I just couldn't remember the names. All right, yeah. The guy was on the ground pretty much unconscious, and then the guy's about to beat him to death right there on camera. I saw that. That was completely uncalled for. Like I said, I've never met Eccleston in person. Hopefully, I'll brush into him. Jody, like I said, Jody's a doll. Jody's just a sweetheart. And you can see it in her eyes when you meet her. She, like I said, we didn't have, like I said, we were all together for like not even under a minute, because there was like a couple hundred people behind me, waiting to get a photo op. It's just, to me, I was so nonplussed. I was like, taken aback. I'm trying to think of. I was well chuffed, as they say, over the pond, because this is one of the actors I thought, okay, I'm never going to meet this person, actually, and physical person, because and sure enough, boom, she shows up here in Ohio. Well, just some of the things she's done, like I said, especially, just to give you an example with Eccleston, when he was doing his I can't remember which Shakespeare play he was doing. He was stopping, signing autographs for fans backstage, and and even though he was going to be late for curtain call, he stayed out and made sure everybody got an autograph from him, or a picture or whatever. Like I said, very kind, taking his time out for the fans, even though he had a beef with the show at that time. The people who were running it. And like I said, Jody was at a function before she even first appeared on screen as the Doctor, and it was a thing where they were going over her various films. I can't remember the name of the event, but a few friends of mine attended that event, and a guy walked up and he just kind of asked, can I have a picture with you? And then she took the picture with him, and then she stops, comes back, takes off her jacket, and she says, look, if I did it for this guy, I got to do it for everybody else. And she made sure everybody there got a picture with her. Well, the thing is a lot of people had their minds made up that this was all a diversity, equity, whatever higher thing situation with Jody. No, they were trying something different. They were trying something that hadn't been done in any previous incarnation of the show. But of course, it aligned with this movement that was going on. Yada yada yada. It's third wave feminism. Yada yada yada. It's blah 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 woke this blah blah blah. I'm not kidding. I bet some of these guys actually, when they're with their respective others, right at the moment of climax, they shout woke, because it's the only word they seem to know anymore. It's or they scream the name of the person they're pissed off that week. Oh, Dylan or whatever. Oh, yeah, they're claiming there's extraterrestrial beings writing on it now. Okay, like I said, I don't know. If they're coming to invade, they're coming to invade, and there's little to nothing we can do about it. Well, yeah, it was a lot of the upper execs and all that. Yeah, just to give you an example. When they did the episode Dalek, they wanted Eccleston to be comedic. They wanted to make it funny. It's like, wait a minute, you're telling me this guy, when he finally got the story, he goes, you're telling me this character has just come out of a war with these people, he's going to be making jokes with them? This is the first time he's encountered one of them, and he said he basically played it off like a concentration camp survivor meeting a Nazi. Oh God, I said that word, it's going to get me demonetized. And it turned out to be one of the best episodes of the first series, and one that still sticks in my mind. Yet they never asked that particular writer to come back and do another episode. All I know is this: somebody's been beaming bozo beams into people's heads here on this planet for years, and oh well. I don't think there's ever going to be a cure for it. And like I said, you got people walking around now with septum piercings like it's cool. Like guys, the only creatures before a certain time in my life who I saw who had their septum pierced were bulls. And it's not like I have anything against you if you've done this. It's just I have allergies. Okay, I can't imagine anybody who has any amount of allergies putting something that's going to hang out of their nose. Because I'd be walking around thinking, oh, great, what if I got to sneeze? What if I got to see? What if I got to blow my nose? Is there a boogie hanging off this thing? Or is there a bogey on it? Oh, gosh. I didn't make it to the end of Thunderbolts because I have no idea. I had no idea what the hell was going on. I'm sitting there going, okay, who the hell's this? Who the hell's this? Did I miss a movie? Was there something I was supposed to watch before Thunderbolts? Because I'm sitting there going, who the hell's this? Like I said, I knew who U.S. Agent was because I played him once in a role-playing game like 30 years ago. We're almost 40 now. Something like it was about 30-something years ago. So maybe I need to go back and watch something because Stitch was a conspiracy to destroy Mission Impossible. Taking a break. Well, the thing is this. How many of these things has he made? I've lost count. I have not. I don't think I've even seen Homecoming yet for Spider-Man. Okay, it's just I've seen clips various places here and there, but or maybe I'll have to go back and rewatch it. Maybe I did watch it, I just don't remember. But I've lost track of all that stuff. Well, you got to remember, these guys are so used to going out there, they work for about 3 months, and then they go home, spend money. But then again, there's others who engage in other activities. Like, look at Millie Gibson. Is she ever not on vacation? It seems, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Okay, well, yeah, there was a big hootie about all the other Avengers actors quitting, and it's like, yeah, because they've made their money. And then, of course, you got Karen Gillan now. She's doing she just did a bunch of new pictures for a different thing, and or for like Life of Chuck and all that. And every time I see her in heels, I'm like, they're gonna break. I'm not kidding. She's got the tiniest little ankles. It's like, how are you walking around them things? It's like, aren't you tall enough? Sheesh, they're gonna break. I have ankles thicker than frickin' most trees, and I'd be afraid to wear those things. All right. I don't know why he made excuses either. He should have just come out and told the truth, which is you can't wait around forever for somebody to make a decision. Right now he's, oh yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, she already said that her dialect coach can take a rest for the Highlander reboot. So you're going to have her actually doing the Scottish, Amy accent, her own accent in the movie, obviously. That's right. Is House of the Dragon still going on, or did that end? I don't know. I've lost track. I was like, I can't get into another Game of Thrones saga. Sometimes prequels just don't do it for me, and other times they do. Like I said, I liked Young Sheldon, but I never liked the Big Bang, Big Bang Theory. Okay, I just lost track of it because I never really got into it because I didn't want to get into another Westeros saga, especially one that takes place hundreds of years before the other one. And I'm shocked nobody's done that yet. Karen Gillan's remaking episodes from the Highlanders. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Ah, well. Yeah, they should release the Epstein files, but of course they won't, because a whole lot of people in a whole lot of positions that you know would suddenly disappear. Especially to a country where they have no extradition treaty. Okay, well, I'm getting out of here, folks. I just looked at the time. Please, be kind, be calm, be saved. Be saved. Oh, my God. I've been listening to the Christian channel too long. Please, be kind, be calm, be safe. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy your day. It's Wednesday. We're almost through the week. This weekend's Labor Day weekend, so we get a 3-day weekend to boot. Well, at least we do on this side of the pond. So take care, everyone. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Yeah, we will be here tomorrow. Like I said, I just wasn't here yesterday because of a doctor's appointment. Have a good one.